What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from NerdVenture's Tower, and holy bananas, guys. Crazy leaks out there about what Marvel will announce next weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, and this is coming from a pretty reliable source. I don't know what to think about some of this stuff. Some of it sounds out freaking landish. Some of it I'm like, I don't know about that. And some of it I'm like, let's go. So let's get into that. Let's break that down. This is coming from the moderation team over at the Marvel Studios Spoilers subreddit. They are normally very good and they do have reliable sources. So let's just kind of go through this. Obviously a massive spoiler warning potentially for announcements that will be made next weekend. By the way, I will be streaming while Hall H is going down next Saturday, the 23rd. If you want to check it out, man, come on by the live streaming channel. Me and the Nerd Vengers, we're going to be going wild, just checking out all these different announcements and crazy things that will come out from Marvel. Maybe some of this stuff will be there. Maybe some of it will not. Okay, let's get into it. SDCC, because, by the way, there's going to be some stuff at D23 as well. We'll just focus on the SDCC stuff today. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds will be in attendance to announce the next Deadpool movie, which is entitled Deadpool 3. Sean Levy will send in a video. Pretty cool. Black Panther, Ryan Coogler, and, just a bunch of the cast will present their first trailer. That's pretty sick. Kind of expected that. Secret Invasion. No one will be in attendance for Secret Invasion, but they will reveal the main cast and share some footage. That sounds cool. I'm pretty excited for that. Let's see what they got for us. Blade, Mahershala Ali, Kit Harington, Aaron Prairie, Millen Ray, and Bassam Tariq will be in attendance for some news. Big piece of news is that Anthony Starr will be playing Dracula. Now, if you don't know who Anthony Starr is, he's the guy that plays Homelander in The Boys. And wow, dude, wow. Him playing Dracula, phenomenal pick if true. And this just sounds cool with Blade and also Black Knight for the Blade movie. Very interested in that. That sounds cool. The Marvels, Brie, Iman, and Teyana will be there to show footage. Somebody won't be there. Anson Mount will reprise his role as Black Bolt. What? Jodie Turner-Smith will return as Medusa in the post-credit scene of the movie, setting up the Universal Inhumans as a big cosmic story going forward. We'll talk more about this later, but this is something, there's a lot of talk right now after Miss Marvel and the crazy tease with that Feige's just shutting down the Inhumans, doesn't want them, and instead is going to do mutants. But there's a lot of talk of the universal Inhumans, and Inhumans being a very cosmic thing, and mutants perhaps being more confined to Earth. So maybe we'll get some explanation of that with the Marvels. Very anticipated movie. I know a lot of y'all don't like Brie Larson. I'm not the biggest Brie fan myself, but it's all good, man. I think that Marvel still has a shot of being awesome. World War Hulk was originally going to be a movie, now is being turned into a 4-part series for Disney Plus that may have a small theatrical release. This could possibly be the big Avengers event before Secret Wars with many big characters. Holy crap, that is phenomenal news. And this could be perhaps because Universal still has these film rights. Maybe they were trying to get it released as a film. Maybe they just felt like there was too much legal hoopla there. So they were like, all right, we'll just do it as a big release on Disney Plus. And 4-part, by the way, and the fact that it might be epic as hell, that's pretty fantastic, man. Like, I would be down for something like that, as opposed to like 6-part series that still feel like they have filler that probably could have been movies, or really, really long series that feel like they should have been much shorter. I don't know. Like, this feels right to me. 4 episodes, an actual event. Like, don't make it like not like Kenobi. Like, make it an actual event, and let's go hard with like all these Avengers characters. I'm totally in. I think that sounds amazing. And the fact that they might do it on Disney Plus could maybe leave room for very epic movies still happening pretty quick here, and that is Secret Wars. So very cool speculation there. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, a majority of the cast will be in attendance, and they'll show some footage. Sick. Sounds cool. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. We'll see some footage with actors, and Jonathan Majors will send in a video as Kang. That's pretty freaking crazy. Okay, Wonder Man will be there, and Henry Golding will be Simon Williams. An interesting detail is that Evan Peters is returning as Ralph Boner. But may have a new name. Will likely be a side character in the show. Okay, so I really thought it was going to be Ryan Gosling for Wonder Man, but Henry Golding, I'm going to be honest, I'm not even sure who this is. Let's check it out. Let's Google it. Okay, yeah, I know very little about this guy, but sure, that's our Wonder Man. Sure, why not? Sounds good. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, will be announced with Charlie Cox starring alongside Isra Gonzalez as Elektra. I looked this up. That is not the same lady that played Elektra in the Netflix series, which is a damn shame because I thought she was fantastic. But I do love the idea of Man Without Fear. I like the idea of Elektra being in the MCU, so I'm kind of down. You know what I mean? I want to see what they do, but I am down. The big freaking reveal will be that at the end, like the announcement for Blade in 2019, there'll just be some titles and associated stars. Feige will announce mutant-centered film with Giancarlo Esposito as Charles Xavier and Glenn Powers as Scott Summers. Let's check out Glenn Powers. We all know who Giancarlo is. Who's this guy? Oh, dude, the dude from Top Gun Maverick. Okay, that's our Cyclops? Holy bananas, dude. This dude's going to be amazing as Scott. Okay, so there's some really dope stuff for D23 as well, which I will be putting in a separate video because it's just so freaking crazy. Okay, so my first reaction is, good Lord. Some of the things that really stand out to me, of course, let's start with Giancarlo Esposito as Charles Xavier for a Mutants movie, okay? This is fan-freaking-tastic, and you can kind of see the genius of Feige on display here, because via Multiverse of Madness and bringing back Sir Patrick Stewart as Charles, he sort of establishes that, yes, that is what Charles Xavier is like in a lot of the different universes out there. He's in a lot of the X-Men universes that we saw. He's in 838, and perhaps it's still on the table for him to return in some way via the Marvel multiverse. But for 616, for the MCU, I think bringing on a guy like Giancarlo Esposito is a fantastic idea. Now, there's always an issue, or rather a conversation, I should say, when you race bend, gender bend a character from Marvel Comics, okay? And a character as important as Charles Xavier, I'm sure some of that discussion will be there. But the truth of the matter is, you know, for me, and I think for many other people out there, it doesn't so much matter like the person's race or gender. It's more like, do they embody, and can we see them embodying that character? The things we know about that character from the comics, do we get that vibe? And I definitely get a Charles Xavier vibe from Giancarlo Esposito. I remember back in the day, there were rumors that it was going to be Giancarlo, and then it was going to be Denzel Washington as Magneto. And yes, this would make both Magneto and Charles Xavier black men instead of white men, and in Magneto's case, Jewish. And maybe Marvel will still stick to the Jewish thing with that. I don't know. But regardless, just on vibes alone, I actually thought those two could embody what I feel and the sort of vibes that I get from those characters in the comic books. So I don't know, man. I'm just hella excited for that. I think that's really, really cool with Giancarlo. And Glenn Powell as Scott Summers, dude, they're going to finally give Scott Summers the justice he deserves, because he's kind of a badass in comics. He's done a lot of crazy things in comics. He actually at one point kills Charles Xavier in Avengers vs. X-Men, so we'll see if they go with that. But nonetheless, I think that's going to be a super hyped up kind of announcement to hold off X-Men fans, because I really do think Fantastic Four and some of these other projects are going to take center stage for the MCU for some time, okay? Now, the other stuff that really excites me, of course, Daredevil's cool. Wonder Man, I'm like, you know, kind of whatever on. We'll see what they do with that. Could be a fun little side project. Quantumania is going to be crazy, but it doesn't look like they're going to tell too much about Quantumania. Just give us the Kang thing, but regardless, the sort of leaks on that sound really, really cool. World War Hulk is a definite high point for me. That is something I'm incredibly excited about. That is something that I think could be awesome and could sort of shift the discussion about Marvel on Disney+. Right now, Marvel on Disney+, like, you know, I guess is the way I would describe it. Some really good shows, a lot of shows that feel like missable. You don't need to watch them. They're not such incredible television that even from the perspective of just wanting to watch good entertainment, that you need to check them out. They're not quite there for the MCU connective tissue tie-ins either. But World War Hulk, wow. If you do an Avengers-like event on Disney Plus in multiple parts, I think that really changes the discussion on that. The Marvels, I don't know. I want to hear more about that. I mean, the Inhuman thing is intriguing to me. Blade with Anthony Starr's Dracula sounds absolutely incredible. And then you got Deadpool and you've got Black Panther going on there as well. So I think a pretty phenomenal lineup, a pretty phenomenal set of announcements here for San Diego Comic-Con, and leading with the mutant thing, I think is going to be absolutely ridiculous, and a lot of the questions and the hype will be around that, of course. But we don't even know if this is real, so it's coming in from the mod team over there. You guys let me know what you think about it. Of course, we will be streaming that Saturday night, and we'll be going over whatever they actually announce then and there, and maybe some Feige surprises, stuff that's not even on the list that will be announced as well. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on that live stream, and yeah, hope you're having a gosh dang awesome and nerdy day, and I'll see you later.